everybody, how's it going? I just wanted to make this video on substrate, bedding for your Russian tortoise, and basically just the things to watch out for, some different substrates and some substrates not to buy. And there's Aoki right there. He's sleeping. It's the morning. And while I just get started, the substrate that I chose to have in my enclosure is Eco Earth cocoa fiber. And what it is basically is cocoa fibers, like it's obvious, and it's easy for them to digest if they accidentally eat it. It comes in compact bricks, and you just wet it, put it in a bucket, and it expands. It's real simple and easy to use. It lasts a while, and if they poop in it, you can notice it right away because they're different colors. Poop's really dark. This is like really light brown. It sucks in moisture really, really good, and it holds moisture good. A lot of people that I've seen on YouTube videos, a lot of people like to use 50% play sand and 50% cocoa fiber. There's nothing wrong with going with that route, but I just use cocoa fiber. I used for the first couple of years 50% play sand and 50% cocoa fiber. But it was a hassle. I had to go to 2 different stores, and it's just fine if you use one. It's not gonna hurt your tortoise. Nothing different's gonna change. It gets the sand gets really heavy in here when you put it with your dirt. You have heavy dirt and heavy sand when they're together. So I just get the cocoa fiber. I've had it for about, I have had my tortoise for 4 years, 4 to 5 years. So about 2.5 years I've been using the cocoa fiber. It's done good. It doesn't smell. It doesn't attract gnats or flies. Nothing like that. It has no strong. I mean, if anything, it smells like fresh wet dirt if you wet it. I tried to use topsoil. A lot of people use topsoil. I've seen that in a few videos. They recommend for people to go out and buy topsoil, and I've seen in some videos where they actually have it and they're using it. I tried that. Went that route. It's really cheap, and you get a really big bag. It just says topsoil. You get at Home Depot or wherever. I don't think that that's good to use because I live in California. I don't live in a humid area. I live in the all right place, and it attracts a lot of gnats. A lot of gnats and flies. And people would say, "Oh, get organic." Same thing with organic. It attracts gnats and flies, and all gnats and flies are going to do is just give your tortoise parasites. So the best substrate basically is something that's less dangerous for your tortoise. You really don't want to get something that looks good in your enclosure and looks nice, and you want to get the most healthiest thing for your tortoise, something that will keep him safe if he eats it. Don't use wood chips. I mean, tortoises love to burrow. They really love burrowing. I suggest if you're gonna get any type of dirt, make it a little high. I have my dirt pretty high in this section over here, and he hasn't burrowed in it. I mean, he will burrow in his dirt every once in a while, but I've noticed with tortoises, especially Russian tortoises, they like to burrow where they sleep. And he's already been out this morning, so he's just chilling right there. But in the mornings, he's usually just burrowed in there. And yes, this is Timothy hay, if you're wondering. I use Timothy hay. It's high in fiber for them, and fiber is really good for your tortoise. I don't use alfalfa hay or any other type of hay because they have protein in it. And the Timothy hay lasts a while. You can have it in your open enclosure, and it'll last about 3-4 months. I mean, he eats it every other day. He digs in there and he eats it. And yeah, I put a lot where he sleeps. He usually sleeps under his bridge, right over there in that half log. And he burrows pretty deep in it. He eats it. So some days if you can't feed him, if you're out of town for a couple days, he'll if you can't feed him lettuce, he'll munch on his hay. So don't go get wood chips or rocks. I mean, it's okay to have rocks in your enclosure. I have a lot of rocks in my enclosure for him to climb on and sharpen his nails. I have a couple rocks in the corner to keep it heated over there. But I've seen in a few videos, a lot of people like to put rocks. I don't understand why they think that. I mean, this one lady, she had her enclosure half rocks, little pebbles. Your tortoise can't burrow in rocks. They're natural burrowers. They love burrowing. And don't get rocks or pebbles. It's okay to have a pile of them. but don't try to use it as substrate, as bedding. It's really not healthy for your tortoise at all. Our wood chips, I mean, I've never used wood chips, but I heard that when they suck in the moisture, they could hold bacteria and parasites in them, and that could get your tortoise sick. Plus, your tortoise can't burrow in that either. And if you just get all sand, if you're thinking about getting all sand, I highly suggest that you don't do that, because sand will get dusty and it will get in their eyes, and it could get them sick. It could irritate them. So if you are gonna get sand, mix it with the 50% Eco Earth. I don't really know of any other dirts. I've seen a lot of them out there, a lot of soils, but they all attract flies. So I just use Eco Earth. So if you're a first time tortoise buyer and you're wondering what you should get, I suggest Eco Earth with Timothy hay. And when you get your Timothy hay, pile it in corners, just in the area your tortoise really will chill at and just hang out at, and that you're going to keep really cool. You don't want the basking spots directly on your Timothy hay, because it'll rot, and it'll get old really quick. So I suggest you get cocoa fiber by Eco Earth and Timothy hay. They sell them at any pet store. They really sell the Eco Earth at PetSmart and Petsco. And yeah, that's my suggestions. I mean, I've seen some people go out and use newspaper bedding and rabbit pellets. Don't ever do that. That is not good at all for your tortoise. So don't do that. It won't work out. But another thing you should do, if you're looking at videos on YouTube right now wondering, oh, what should I get for my tortoise, because you want to buy one, look through a lot of videos. Don't just take my advice. Take a lot of different opinions. Read online. Don't just watch videos. Maybe buy a book. And ask pet stores. Don't ask at Petco or PetSmart, because they're just gonna try to sell their product, any type of product, to make some money. So if you are gonna ask pet stores, ask natural pet stores like reptile shops and things like that. But other than that, this is the substrate I use, and this is what I recommend. So you guys have yourself a good day or good night, wherever you're at. Thanks for watching.